Alright, so I'm going to try to go over real quick this game that I just played against an AI who did a zergling rush and try to show how to defend a Ling Rush on this map. So I actually covered it as I was playing it, but I didn't realize I had my microphone muted. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place this pylon. First of all, at 9 we're going to put a pylon right here. And if you're doing one gate fast expand versus zerg, then you actually don't ever need to scout unless you're just trying to figure out like which base you spawned at on a 4-player map. But depending on like what your tech choices are and everything, you really don't have to scout, especially not with your 9 probe. That's more for when you forge fast expand. But we're gonna put the pylon right here. We're gonna put it right next to the guys. We're gonna try to create a wall right here. The Sim City is a real big issue when you're dealing with any type of zergling rush, and it can really like the way that you had the walls, you know, or that your buildings, you had them set up over here and over here, and that just makes it so that the zerglings can attack basically whatever they want. You have no way to defend it. And if there's a 6-pool rush, then you're gonna have all these probes will actually be able to take care of those zerglings. So you just have to make sure that you're able to do the fights on your terms and get nice surrounds without having to chase the zerglings around your base. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to put a pylon right down here. You want to put it on the guy right against the geyser that's closest to your natural. And the reason we do that is if the zerglings try to come up here, I'll show you where we're going to put the gateway right there. So you see it creates this nice little 1 hex opening here. So zerglings have to funnel through here to get in if they want to run straight into your mineral line. They can also, of course, run around here and over here if they want to. But you're creating a nice little control area here. And our zealot will be out in time if it's trying to go for an attack here or anything like that, trying to focus down your gateway. If it's focusing down your pylon, you're going to have to pull your probes and, you know, click on the minerals so that they file through there. And what you're going to do is as they're filing through, because you clicked on the mineral patch, they'll be able to walk right through the zerglings. And then once they start walking through the zerglings, then you're going to tell your probes to attack, and then they'll have this nice, like, perfect surround on all the zerglings. So we'll actually show another trick for if they do choose to run around here or here and they get into your mineral line. There are really easy ways to deal with that as well. And I'm actually going for a greedier build in this match just to show how easy it is to hold zergling rushes. So this is a double gas. I'm actually even going to put a pylon on the low ground. You can see I put it down here at my ramp. It's really, I mean, this is really a greedier type thing, but because you're going to be so far ahead with such an early zergling rush, it's really not that big of a deal. And we can see it's already, zerglings already showing up at in my base. The standard 6 zerglings. So because of that, we're going to chrono boost the zealot. Now the zealot you start, and you're going to save a chrono boost. If you see zerglings show up before the zealot's finished, then you're going to chrono boost the zealot out so you can get it out as soon as possible. If you don't see the zerglings show up by the time the zealot's about to finish, then you're going to cancel the zealot and you'll have another 100 minerals to get your expansion down even faster. So we're chrono boosting this out, and the zerglings are going to be able to attack a little bit. Out here, you see they're going to go for the gateway, and I mean this is against elite AI, but this is more, I think, kind of how a bronze player would handle a zergling rush. They don't really know what they're going to be focusing on. But let's see, there were 6 zerglings. Okay, yeah, there's 2 up here trying to figure out what to focus on. Just a second, I have a cold. Sorry, I had a cough. So we're gonna get this zealot into our choke point here, and there we go. And this is actually nice the way the AI did this. He's actually gonna have a surround on the zealot, which is not ideal, but because the zealots are so hardy, it's actually gonna be just fine. You can see he's even focusing on a couple of probes there. And I mean, really, your opponent isn't gonna be able to handle this much better. He's able to kill the zealot there. So we start another zealot up. I actually should have done it sooner, but I was trying to talk while I was doing this. So you can see this is the probe trick that I'm talking about. You're going to take all your probes and you're going to right click them on this mineral patch right here. And that's going to cause all of your probes to funnel between these 2 mineral patches, so they'll stack up in this nice little pocket like that. And because this is the AI, they were going for the Nexus instead of trying to kill probes. So you'll see how the trick works right here. Watch how fast this zergling gets sniped. So it's all clicking, and then we click attack, move, and it just instantly dies. Really nice. And then as soon as that mothership core pops out, which we want to get out as soon as possible, then the zerglings are forced to retreat. And following this up, what I decided to do is a 3-gate counterattack just to I don't know, there's really a lot of different follow-ups you can do because you're ahead so far economically. But you have to be careful if they try to follow it up with another kind of big all-in. It can kind of sometimes catch you unaware if you're trying to attack too hard, especially if you actually lost probes in that engagement. Then you can kind of be in a really uncomfortable position trying to catch back up and economically and stuff like that. So I really like following up with 3-gate pressure, especially with Mothership Core. You can kind of warp back if you need to. You spend the chrono boost on the warp gate so that you can start warping in at a proxy pollen as soon as possible. And chances are you'll have to send your probe out with your first force because they'll usually be pretty active still with their zerglings on the map. But that's pretty much it. I mean, then once you get down there, you can see you send these in, and in this case, this player just went for a whole bunch of zerglings to try to defend this counterattack. But you can see it's just like, it's too easy when you have this kind of lead already. And then from there it's just A moving in basically.